good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our latest show on PHLV. It's our second episode called Buhay Bahayan. Is that correct?
At iba pa.
At iba pa. And welcoming my co-host, Miss Mia Casino.
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's a second episode. Are you excited?
Yes. Second na ba?
Yes.
All right.
We ran our first episode last week, so hope you can join us every Wednesdays at 1 p.m.
Thank you to PHLV. You can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on Amazon Fire TV. Listen to us on the PHLV radio app or get our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Ang dami nating marami tayong streaming so they can even listen to us on Spotify and all that. So, all right, what are we doing today, Miss Mia?
Our guest, very special tong guest na to. He is one of my most conscientious client when I worked with them, and he read everything that I sent him, even the buyer's guide that, remember sila, P was showing the buyer's guide,
yes.
He read it.
Oh, wow.
He read the whole
consensus.
thing.
Ano yung consensus to viewers like me who don't understand consensus?
Very detailed, very meticulous. He reads everything that is sent to him. Kasi first time home buyers sila eh. So most of the time, for me ang experience ko sa first time home buyers, they just ask what's next.
Yes.
Diba? What's the process? But he knew, as I was saying it, he would agree with me. So you know that he would read the buyer's guide and even the rules.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So I would like to give him a short introduction.
Yes.
So this guy is a first-time home buyer in 2022, which is our topic for today. He is a nurse practitioner here in Las Vegas. To all the nurse practitioners, nurses, and all who are in the medical industry, you better listen to this guy, yes? And he is also a clinical instructor. Madaming rap shit to. Residence in Las Vegas since 2013. And then he bought his first home in 2022. He is also a millennial. So to the millennials out there, you have to listen to his experience in buying his first home. He's also a Bosconian like myself, and he's a good friend of mine. Introducing Mr. Lan Kabatinga.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, Lan.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much for having me as your guest for the first time home buyer. So I'm very excited to share my experience. Thank you, Mia, Margo. Thank you, PHLV Radio.
How do you feel? It's your first time.
So I felt I was feeling excited during that time. That was the time where that was a seller's market.
Yeah.
That time, so there was a lot of competition. So we did our best. My wife and I, we did our best to search for homes with the help of our real estate agent, and just enjoyed the experience. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
May kulang sa intro na eh.
Oo nga eh. Pero
radio announcer.
yung question ko sana, how did you feel? Hindi yun sa pagbili ng bahay. Parang yun, yung icebreaker ba na how do you feel today?
Right now. How do you feel now?
Parang tumulo yung pawis mo sa Don't be nervous.
Hindi, kaya ako in-invite din sila to be a guest. Gusto ko gawin yung radio announcement.
Sige. Meron skit na baon siya.
Akala mo ha.
Meron siyang skit na baon.
Come on, Lan. Ano yan? Icebreaker para hindi ka nervous.
Meron siyang anong tawag doon? TTO, credit to the owner, no? Meron siyang ganun na...
Sino? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Radio announcer.
Sige, gawin niya.
Natin.
Sige, go. Let's hear your radio announcer voice, Mr. Lan. Let's do it.
PHLV Radio. Our newest show in town, Buhay Bahayan by Francis and Bia. That show was brought to you by... Wag na. Kasi walang sponsor.
Oy, sponsors. Mga
Parang
sponsors
CEO na
dyan, ha?
magsalita. That show is brought to you by Baliktad.
Make sure to contact us and give us some stars so
Yes.
our show will be ongoing and so we can give you more information.
Palaw, hindi pa yun bigay na
Sponsors,
bigay. Sila,
nagpaparinig.
when we're together, talagang maganda yung pagka-radio announcer niya.
Parang radio announcer. Joker din ito sila. So,
Yes.
sige, let's get down to business. Ikaw, Mia, do you have a question for Lan?
Kasi,
Or,
yeah,
I should say
he called me a few weeks or a month ago. They were considering a second home already because his wife Rosie is they are pregnant and expecting their little boy Leandro. Pwede ba announce yun? Hindi, pwede.
okay.
Ayun. So, they were considering buying a second home. So, I told them what the situation is. The interest is high. And they have a big house. They have a 4-bedroom?
Four-bedroom, yes.
Yeah, 4-bedroom home. But they thought about it, and I think they're still thinking about it. So, how do you feel about buying now?
So right now, my thoughts on real estate is there's no competition. Okay, so there's no competition, but the interests are quite high. So it just depende lang kasi, I mean, my wife is pregnant, Rosie's pregnant, so I need to weigh in if it's gonna be too challenging for us to move to a new home. Yeah, but for now, I think we're okay. But eventually, we would want to, buy a new home, like for next year or some other time.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, very good. So, going back to 2013, you've been a resident here since 2013, no? So, were you in school or what happened since then? Kasi when you first bought your home was in 2022. So, you were working. What were your thoughts in, so it's like you moved here from the Philippines, was it?
Yes.
Was it correct? So 2013 you moved out here, you started working right away or were you in school?
So in 2013, I was living with my mom. I was still reviewing for my NCLEX RN, and then I passed my NCLEX by 2015 because I didn't really. I was just all over around. I went to the Philippines. I traveled because I just finished my degree in nursing. So I was living with my mom, and then I was telling myself, "Oh, I'm single.
Yeah.
Let me just stay with you, mom." And then eventually,
you finished your studies in the Philippines.
In the Philippines,
and then came to the U.S.
Yes.
Okay, and then you were preparing for the NCLEX.
NCLEX, that's a nursing licensure exam
for the U.S., right?
for the US.
Okay. Okay.
So my mom was telling me, "Oh yeah, you can stay with me." And then I have no idea yet how to buy a home or what are the significance of buying a home. I was just staying with my mom because I was single. So 2015, rent free. Rent free. I was telling, "Oh, mom, you want me to share?" She said, No, it's okay. "Mom, let me buy my own car." No, I have extra car. So, sorry.
Pa-adapt naman
Sorry that time. Pero single kaya hindi ko, I never really think of like buying my own home.
Okay.
But eventually, my long-term goal is when I found, and when I get married, then I'm gonna buy a home.
Yeah. So she didn't kick you out, and then that's why you bought a home.
No. Hindi pa.
What made you decide to buy a home?
Yeah, that was my next question. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so fast forward to 2021. It was COVID that time. So pumunta kami ng Sedona with my wife Rosie, and it was like 11 days before my first COVID vaccine. And then sa Sedona, we tested positive for COVID when we're on our way back to Las Vegas. And my mom was calling me. She was telling me like, don't just stay somewhere else because we got COVID. We got positive for COVID.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's gonna be hard. I'm like, well, because I was staying with my mom, my wife Rosie. She's staying with her sister, and her sister, she's like, no, you cannot be here. No, so I called my friend Francis and like, hey. Bro, do you have the Airbnb? Can we rent? And then say, oh no, someone's in there. I'm like, okay, I do have an emergency fund, so I can just go stay in a hotel for a few days until we get negative result. But during that time, my wife was crying. I was really concerned. Back then, we were not married yet.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, you know what? Let's just rent an apartment. Let's apply and then just move out
Temporarily.
Yeah, so I moved out from my mom. She moved out from her sister. We went to the apartment, and then we set a goal like, oh, well, we're just gonna stay here for a year, 2021, and then we'll find a home. Okay, we'll save up and then find a home. So during that time, andun kami sa apartment, and then I reached out to, again, Francis, our loan officer, and then he told us to just apply online, and then para kaming not really, it's like transparent talaga lahat because you need to put in your details, your debit, your credit, all your debts are there. You can find online.
So so I didn't mean to cut you, but was that your primary reason? Was COVID, or was there something else that motivated you to? Because most of my clients before, I mean, COVID time, you would expect there was no business, but that was actually the peak of my business. As a loan officer, that was like people were just buying homes left and right because they were scared of being in an apartment complex kasi maraming tao, di ba? And they would get COVID and anything could happen and trapped sila dun. So, did you ever think of it as an investment for you in the future as a first-time home buyer?
At your age?
At my age,
or was that something that was like, oh, let's just get into a house and?
Yes, that would be. I think that would be more like an investment and also a liability. You need to pay for the home. You got bills to pay when you have a house. But back then it was COVID time, and then we were lucky to have our job because we're nurses. My wife is a nurse, so sabi ko, let's just think about it first. Pero at that time, we were still not engaged. I did propose to her somewhere November 2021. Nung nag-propose na ako dun, sabi ko, let's do this. Let's buy a home. Because we don't touch each other's finances. So when we put in our information, I know, doon lahat makikita yung financial status mo. So nung nag-apply kami, okay. All right.
Was it hard experience? I know. Like when you apply for something, or what was it? Honest. Give me your honest experience. Like doing it the first time. Was it like the most difficult? Like you were thinking, we cannot get approved anymore. Or was it scary for you? What was your experience?
It was a little bit scary because you don't really know the process.
Right.
I don't know the complexity of the process. So when I tinitingnan ko yung YouTube videos like unlimited, I need to know what my real estate agent is talking about, what my loan officer is talking about, and then I expect to know the next process, like my expectation ka, or you kind of familiar of what you're doing. So yun yung parang you need to gauge yourself. You need to learn what the processes are. So.
And also, what I noticed with first-time home buyers, when they're asked by their lenders for their social security, their bank statement, they get scared. Kasi nga, what are they gonna do with my information?
Right.
So yun yung initial na napansin ko sa mga first-time home buyers. But it really is, you just want to know if they're qualified to pay for the mortgage.
Right. I mean, no doubt it's the biggest investment you can ever have. I mean, if you don't have any other investments, that's the biggest investment you can ever have in your lifetime. And it shouldn't be easy, right? Because it involves emotion, just like real estate. It involves emotion. It involves so many different things, your finances, posibleng pang hindi ka mag-qualify. So it's a little bit scary, and that's why we need loan officers, we need realtors to, guide them through as a first-time home buyer. Kasi their first experience is the most important thing. Kasi kung ang experience nila was horrible, like especially if realtors
traumatic,
traumatic, hindi na yun sila bibili. Like they would gain confidence after. I mean, if I were to ask you, would you buy another home, knowing all this from the get-go, like?
Yes,
so
of course.
You're already broken in. Now maganda pala itong investment, and I like how Lance stated that it's a liability, which is true. It is a liability because it's not making you any money, not until you sell the house as an investment, right? So, that's very true.
Was it fun for you though? the home buying process, looking for homes?
Oh, it was fun until there's competition. Kasi,
Yung ano.
yeah, and
the
then we had some
offers.
arguments with my wife. Kasi first, Mia would say, "Oh, let's go to this house." Oh, okay, let's go. Let's go inspect. And then, sabi ng wife ko, "Oh, yeah. We'll get this. We'll make an offer."
Right, yes,
oh, but this is the first home. This is still the first home. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You know, we need. Tapos argue. Oh, para kasi when you look at the MLS, it easily
it
gets
looks,
yung under contract. Laging under contract eh. So every night tumitingin ako after work mga 9 or kahit sa 12 midnight. Sabi nila, "Oh, I need to refresh," and then check. Oh, the next day under contract na naman. The competition was very bad.
So back then it was stiff.
Seller's market.
Ano kasi yung inventory was very limited. So
it was a seller's market. So yeah, and what they liked about them is they compromise on their specifications also.
so advice ni Mr. Lan, take your time.
Yes.
You know, weigh your options, di ba?
Yeah.
So
And what's good with them also, they plan. You know, they just don't jump in. They have a specific plan. Or by this time, ganito na. I remember that with you. So sabi ko, very systematic.
So I have a quick question also. When you mentioned about you had savings, no, you had an emergency fund. What can you say to our viewers? Like, how much do they need to save? Like, especially during this market. Like, give me an estimate, or what did you put out that time? Like, how much money did you put out at that time? If that's okay with you to disclose.
Yeah. So that time I did save up to like 20. So I have it in my bank, but. Again, you don't know what the closing costs are.
Yeah.
Because I just found out that the down payment is just the down payment.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Closing cost is the total closing cost. I'm like, you know what? Let's find other sources before we just close this deal.
Yeah.
So you just need to be prepared because you never know what the closing costs are. But luckily, our loan officer, keeps explaining like how much or estimated. Para hindi ka parang mabigla na palang mahal pala.
Right.
Yeah.
Kasi some first-time home buyers, they think that the down payment, that's it. But there's also other costs
true.
like home inspections, appraisals, which are upfront costs.
Right.
And then the closing costs. So they don't anticipate that. So it has to be explained very well.
Meron namang mga programs out there that's like if you qualify for down payment assistance, kasi minsan wala talagang pang down, and a lot of people get discouraged kasi I only have 20,000 or 10,000 and I cannot buy a home anymore. There are options out there.
But they're income-based.
And plus even family can help you as a gift. Kung meron sila, you can use that as a gift or other sources. Hindi lang cash, hindi pwede yung cash kasi anti-money laundering law, hindi pwedeng gamitin ang cash. So, but there are options. Yeah,
that time di kami makatulog. You cannot sleep because ano naman yung bukas, may available houses ba or how much yung interest? Di pa na close yung interest.
That's true.
But it must be nice not anticipating the baby, that the baby has a roof on the head already, diba?
Yes. So that was our long-term goal. That's why we want to buy a home. Make sure that the friends can gather, family can gather. Pag may, we never know if there are emergencies, then they can always stay in our home.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Tulad nung COVID, no?
Tulad nung COVID, yun. So it was kind of traumatizing. Sana kami pupunta?
That's a big issue lalo na nung height ng COVID, diba?
Yeah.
And I also heard you have pets, right? So that must be hard, like moving into a hotel, having pets, and
we do have 3 cats, so they're our priority too. So
cat lover,
And I remember the house that when we were doing the home inspection, there was a live wire dun sa sa backyard. So I said, watch your cats, wag niyo mo napapalabasin.
Pero may 9 lives naman sila. Okay.
Joke na.
Joke time na.
Inumpisahan mo
mga higala. Joke time na pala. May baon ka, Lan?
Yeah.
Take your time. O,
Wala
sige.
namang
Ano?
Pero may tip lang ako sa mga first-time buyers, like when you're
Sige.
finding a house. No, pwede namang, I mean, that time, competition kasi. So, when we
Yeah.
go to the houses, may ibang tao. So, every time, pag lalabas kami sa house, after we inspect the house, paglabas namin, gusto
May
namin yung bahay.
naghihintay na.
We're gonna cross path. Tapos sasabihin ko na, it's not too good, it's not too nice. Sabihin ko ganun para naman
Ganyan niya.
hindi sila mag-offer.
Parang,
It's not worth
car
it.
dealership. Parang, I'm gonna walk away.
Sasabihin pa niya, when there are so many cards sa table, di ba, mag-iwan na tapon na natin to.
That's a good tactic.
Yeah.
That's a good tactic advice.
Fair competition lang. Yeah. Yun lang naman eh.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Tapos pwede mo sabihin, oy, may na-notice ako na bahong sewer sa likod.
Doesn't smell good.
Pwede bang ganon?
Yeah, but that was the tip that I had before. Ngayon wala nang competition eh. So, I mean there is, but not
Hindi
really
na masyado.
like compared
Yeah.
that time. So, di kami makatulog that time, sleepless nights. And then argue with my wife.
Oo.
Kasi parang supply and demand yan eh, di ba? O gusto ko na magkabahay.
Yeah.
We're gonna pay for this like for 15 or 30 years.
Oo.
We need
It's a
to,
big consideration.
Tapos
yeah.
COVID pa that time.
COVID pa.
Must have been hard, yeah. Difficult.
What was the hardest part of the process na doon sa home buying? Ano yung hardest para sa inyo? Was it the inspections? Was it the down payment?
The inspection, kasi marami kang, I mean, we bought a house that was 1998.
Right.
So, but I was expecting, yung materials na giginamit dati, for sure, it's like
Sturdy.
kind of solid, sturdy compared sa new homes. But we did review the inspection one by one. Sabi ko, tapos we prioritized ano yung kailangan gawin first, fix the garage, fix the AC, and then yung dishwasher, ganon, tapos yung iba, mga minor repairs na. But again, you need to be ready for the expenses. Ganito yung credit card namin. Emergency fund, wala emergency fund. But need to weigh in pag ganon.
And it teaches you, owning a home will teach you how to be able to save and manage your
Be
finances, di ba?
responsible,
Kasi wala ka ng choice eh, Like,
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, you have a mortgage to pay first. Otherwise, if you don't pay your mortgage, then you're labas ka dyan.
Yeah, that time we were married already. So sabi ko, pag labas ni baby, may bahay na. And then but when I was like single, you need to look at your partner like long term, like, hey, do you really, are you really compatible with each other? Kasi financial status you need to know each other's financial state. So nung nakita ko na yung financial status namin, okay, I'm gonna marry this.
Wow.
Joke na eh. Ikaw naman.
Wala ganong utang, na joke lang.
Pala yun.
Dapat nagkasino kayo. Jackpot.
tama.
Okay, pakasal na tayo. Ganun.
Tama na advice yan. Kasi may naalala tuloy ako, sabi ko, in this world, in this day and age, kung we're talking about finances and all that stuff, it's important that your partner is also financially responsible. So pagka maghanap kayo ng mga viewers natin dyan, pag maghanap kayo ng partner, i-check nyo muna yung credit, di ba?
Mag-apply kayo ng loan.
Get their social security and then
tatanungin nyo,
what's your credit score? Ganon.
Ganon muna.
Hindi na yung ASL, di ba dati, age, sex and location, di ba? Dati sa biodata.
MIRC.
Hindi na MIRC dati. Ngayon dapat
What's your debt to income ratio?
Debt to income ratio.
What's your credit score?
Yan, ganyan.
What are your liabilities? Mga ganon. Marami ka bang utang? Wag na lang.
Yun.
Pwede pa i-verify yun ng credit score, di ba? Hindi sila pwede mag-lie.
Oo.
Diba?
Pati employment information. That's why you have to be really careful. I mean, your social security data or your number will have everything. Date of birth, lahat ng mga creditors, employment information, and everything will be on there. Your history. Yeah.
Joke naman lang.
May joke ka? Joke
Ayun
or
naman yung joke mo, yung compatibility.
joke or food for thought.
Yan.
Food for thought. So,
Saying or whatever.
for first-time buyers, mag-ready lang kayo. Pag may mga extra things kayo or stuff sa garage, benta nyo na. Benta nyo na. Hindi nyo kailangan yan. You need to save up. You need to save up for your home if you want. So, may iba, they always tell you, if you're single, bili ka ng duplex or townhouse, and then let the other, rent it out. Pero, depende lang yan sa long-term goals nyo. Hindi naman to Life is not a race.
Right.
Yeah. Life is not a race. Live at your own pace.
Very
Hindi naman
nice,
competition. Because this is United States, We do have opportunities here, for us to grow and learn how things. Kasi doon sa Philippines, iba din yung proseso doon
Yeah, it's very different.
Pero dito, very particular, you need to read everything. Yeah, I just learned yung HOA, di ba?
Oo, binasa niya. Siya lang talaga, up to date. Siya lang ang nagbasa ng HOA rules. Ganyan kakapal yun. Binasa niya.
Yeah, I need to read.
Binasa niya
Where are we
talaga.
paying HOA fees? Ganon.
Pati financial report, lahat talaga binasa
yun
niya.
pala. So, during that time, when the builder was building 1998, they owned the land. They paid for the land for the first 10 years. After that, the homeowners will pay for the land. Okay, so we're still paying for the land?
Yeah. Kasi ang land dito is, I don't think you can own land you can own land, but you
Except
always have to pay for something. Diba?
Yeah.
Merong taxes na you have to
property
pay.
taxes.
You can never own it outright. That's what I mean.
Except the BLM. Yung mga...
Ganun?
Yeah, you can't buy
I didn't know
BLM
that.
land.
That would be for
that's a good topic.
complex topic. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, like that.
Property
something like
tax, yung
anything else, Mr. Land, that you wanna take up today? Anything else?
Marunong din na magaling yung sumayaw.
Any future plans, by the way? I overheard
ayaw sumama
I
sa
overheard that you're... Nandito ba si Rosie?
Rosie, are you here?
Nandito pala si Rosie. You're planning to buy another house soon.
Yes.
Is it for expansion or investment, or what is your plan?
Expansion naman kasi my wife, Rosie, of
10
course, I
kids
listen
daw
to
ang
my
sabi
wife.
niya. 10 kids. Ang plano
10
10 kids. Oh.
Ilan
Mga 8 lang.
Wow, yun naman pala. Konti lang yun.
Kayang-kaya siya
Bili tayo
anong
ng
tawag
mga
dito? Clinical instructor daw.
10
Clinical
bedrooms,
instructor.
pwede na.
Yeah. We need to experience a new home naman pero for ourselves. But our home right now is very memorable, sentimental because we got married in the home sa
that's
bahay
right.
namin. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're planning just to buy a new home, but we're not gonna leave the other home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pwede mo iparent yun. Yeah.
And that's a good
As an
investment
Yeah,
also.
that's a good
diba?
investment. That's
Real
good.
estate is really a good investment.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, we're down to our last few minutes. I have a food for thought. So we have a few minutes actually. I have my food for thought that I picked up from a guy named Don Francis DeMarco.
Joke ba yan?
No, it's not a
Hindi
joke. So he says that an action without a plan is like an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah,
Even accidents are caused.
correct.
Correct?
Yes.
Naiintindihan niyo ba?
Oh, yeah.
What can you say about that?
And
No?
I see that with them nga. I told you earlier, everything they do is planned, and which is good when you're buying a house.
Yeah.
And so they read through everything, they plan for everything, which made the whole buying process easier
Yeah.
for everyone.
Oo.
Yes, yeah.
Yung leche nga, may plan, di ba?
Leche plan.
Yun na yung joke na.
May plan B nga, di ba?
Yeah.
Oo,
Pero thankful
may plan A,
kami,
plan B.
thankful kami to our real estate agent, to our loan officer sa mga ginawa nila, and then we could not have done it without them.
Very good,
Yun lang.
very good,
Yeah, we
very
could have
good.
done it. Yeah.
Yes.
How about Miss Mia? You have any parting words?
Ako, wala naman. Just save up. If you plan to buy a home, you
Yeah.
would need it.
Yeah. To our viewers, keep watching, huh? We'll be here for few more, maybe, hopefully, many more episodes here to help you, get any housing or any questions you might have, feel free to email us or message us on Facebook. So like I said, you can watch us on Facebook and many other platforms, and many thanks to PHLV.
Yes,
So,
and also pala, no, I'm always asked, I have a stupid question, there's no
Sure.
such thing. No, I'm being asked all the time by my, especially first-time home buyers, they say, may I have a stupid question? I said, there's no such thing. You ask
that's
away.
true. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we're
There
here
is no
for.
stupid question. Yeah. Kahit nga yung stupid question is still worth, right? Like even if it's so stupid that sometimes you think, oh, hindi ko naisip yun right? Yeah, even the stupidest question is not even stupid. So, thank you to our guest,
Thank you
Mr.
so
Lan
much,
Kabatingan. Thank you
Lan,
for coming here today at
Thank you for
PHLV.
having me,
Yeah,
Francis
yeah,
and
yeah.
Mia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you po.
Salamat. Miss Mia, thank you.
Thank you. See you next
Thank
week.
you. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.